I'm Jeff Mixon, and this is another edition of the Civitas Institute's Talk of the State. Joining me today is Senator-elect Don Vaughan, representing Guilford County in the North Carolina Senate. Senator Vaughan, welcome.
Nice to be here.
Well, we're glad to have you. We are currently at the Civitas Institute's Legislative Freshman Orientation session, and we've pulled Senator Vaughan away from the group exercise to talk to him for a moment and let you know more about him. Senator Vaughan, tell us a little bit about your background.
Well, just in general, before I came to the North Carolina General Assembly, I served 14 years on the Greensboro City Council, 2 as Mayor Pro Tem. I'm an attorney. I've got a master's in public administration and government. I'm married. I'm married. My wife was a member of the Greensboro City Council, and she was a Republican, and I'm a Democrat. So we've had very interesting discussions over the years. Have an 8-year-old daughter.
Has she converted you, or you converted her?
I think we're both just the same way we were, but we've been married now 10 years and had a lot of interesting discussions. I'm very pleased to be in the North Carolina Senate. I just completed my 7th year on the State Banking Commission, representing Greensboro. I'm a lawyer by trade. My practice involves litigation. Been involved in real estate, commercial transactions in Greensboro.
Okay. What would you hope to accomplish during this your freshman session of the legislature?
Well, first, I'm replacing Kay Hagan, who has been down here for 10 years, who is now in the United States Senate, and just trying to fill her shoes is a mighty big thing from Greensboro. Fortunately, I served 14 years on the Greensboro City Council, and I hope I know the needs of the district in Greensboro. We've been hit hard, like most of North Carolina, in not having the textile industry, the furniture industry, the tobacco industry, and it particularly hit Greensboro hard. And I hope to look at what we can do to certainly help the economy, number one. Second is improving public education. It's under our charge, and I'm happy to be able to tackle that. And third, we have a health care crisis in North Carolina that needs to be addressed and needs to be addressed now. So those are 3 mighty big areas to get started with, but hopefully for the start of the General Assembly we can work while tackling the state budget, which is what we are doing in the seminar today, looking at the state budget and what makes up the state budget and what we can do to help the revenue shortfall, which they estimate to be at least $1 billion or more, and so to tackle those economic issues first and head on here, and to represent my folk back home the best I can.
Well, you're certainly going to have your hands full with that economic situation, I can tell you. So,
well, from what I've heard today at the Civitas Institute, this is probably the worst time, at least in a decade, maybe 2 decades, maybe more than that, to be coming into the North Carolina General Assembly, because we start in a pretty deep hole. Revenues and revenue projections do not look good. One of your speakers is Robert Powell, who has been the controller of the budget and other things. I've worked with Robert for years on various issues, and he has a pretty gloomy picture, I could say, of the revenues coming into state government, and we're going to have to figure how to use those dollars the best that we can that are coming in.
I think you're exactly right. Well, thank you again for joining us, and we hope to see you again in the future.
Well, I've enjoyed your publications. I've read everything that I've received over the last few years since the Civitas Institute was created, and it's been very good food for thought. And I look forward to keep reading it.
Well, I have a feeling we'll see you again soon. So thanks for coming. I'm Jeff Mixon, and this has been the Talk of the State. And join us again for another interview with a freshman legislator.